Oh my God.
They did that to Gaddafi in the streets.
I don't know if that was Twitch legal.
Yeah.
Was it Twitch legal? I don't know. We'll have to check with the lawyers because that was.
Oh, I want to say
I gave Shawn the shield because he's like the protective dad.
I am. That's true.
That's a good.
Protect yourself.
I was sent so many phone cases.
Oh yeah, let's open those up. Let's open those up.
I haven't seen these yet.
If you want to send us stuff, Mega64 PO Box 713090, Santee, California 92072. So we asked for phone cases because Shawn's current one presses the fucking buttons on the phone.
Yeah,
and we have to hear him calling people all the time.
What does that say?
Look at that.
I love taco, which is true.
Oh,
this is true.
He loves tacos.
Wait, does that have a credit card?
And it's a credit card holder too.
Oh, that's really good.
Hey, that's cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
Thank
Is that the right size for the phone?
Yeah.
So far, that's the one you should use.
I'm liking that
I don't know
one.
who it's from. Wait.
I agree with the chat. Epic.
Let's see if we
Put your phone in
there. Okay.
Yeah.
See if it
try
works.
them all.
Let's get to getting, dude.
You got to try all three of them out.
Okay.
Get to getting before
That's
the
a
getting's
smart
gone.
fish phone. Is that like always on there? Oh, it is.
You better believe it.
Always on there.
Okay.
Hey,
okay.
that looks good.
I like it.
That's
I
pretty
like
nice.
it.
Hey,
All
that's
right.
pretty
Can I
nice.
see it? I'm
Yeah.
not gonna
Cool.
your phone.
Yeah.
Wait.
And you can put credit cards in there.
No one's called?
No one's called.
No one's called?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that's
far,
very
so
nice.
good.
Okay.
Now
so
somebody send Shawn a credit card.
oh, this one's
got?
Visa
weird.
gift card.
This
Oh,
is a
wow.
gift. I don't know who it's from.
It's right here. It says right there.
Oh, sorry. What does it say? Oh, from Andy. Andy T. What is this?
Whoa. It's like
It's
a
like a
bag.
pouch for my phone.
It's a.
It's like a phone purse.
You could put that phone in that case and then put it in the pouch.
Put the lanyard around your neck.
Okay.
Wow.
Hi, Shawn. Hope this helps with your cellular telephone issues.
Damn,
Enjoy.
that's really nice.
Yeah. Dude, thank you.
Cool,
Yeah,
dude.
see, we knew. You know,
You've
we
got
knew
to
to
rock
take care
that
of
every day.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Okay. And then we got another one even.
That's the
We're
old
not
otter
even
box.
over.
And then
You
you
don't
hang it
want
around
that.
your neck.
All right, get that going.
Yeah, is that real leather?
A little long.
Blue
That's
leather.
fucking cool.
That is fucking
Okay. And then last one
You look
is-
like a spaceman.
Ooh.
This is how the people in NASA
Oh,
wear
dude,
their
look at
phones.
this one is like we got basketball ones.
Sports.
It's got sports.
That's not as nice as I Heart Tacos.
Um,
that one sucks.
Missed nine.
Thanks for sending that in.
Missed 9,000 shots. Lost 300 games. 26 times trusted game-winning shot miss failed over and over and over again. That way, I succeeded.
What is that? A quote from Michael Jordan?
I don't know who
I
said
think
that.
those were Kobe's last words.
I think it might have been.
Oh wow.
As he went down.
This is nice too, though. I don't know. I gotta decide. I gotta decide. Thank you, everyone.
No, just no competition.
Yeah, I love
Heart
tacos.
has
That-
a credit card holder.
Yeah, that's an extra feature.
That's true. That's true.
And it's always
And I think
on
it
there.
comes with extra stickers I can put on my case. I think it did.
Like a Deadpool sticker or what?
Sure, maybe I may have. Yeah, I could put this. Oh, it's the brand of the.
That's don't
phone.
advertise for them.
Sorry. Yeah.
Fuck that.
But I heart tacos.
Fuck that, dog.
So thank you everybody.
Thank you.
I really
everybody.
appreciate you guys. Put this back in my
Let me see if this one fits.
Beautiful.
case.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm liking that. Thank you. everybody who
Now,
sent.
Sean just needs like a Visa gift card to put in that credit card slot. So
It should fit.
You have a pro?
send 10, 20, $100, whatever you can spare on a Visa gift card.
11.
Don't do that.
And-
Don't do
and-
that.
No, he didn't hear you.
Don't do that.
Don't
Do
do
it.
that.
Hey, there's a rumor going around. I just wanted to bring this up. Someday we should talk about games on our podcast.
That'd be
I've been
nice.
playing 'em.
I think it hasn't been like the last 7.
Sure.
But that's okay. There has been a rumor today that Sony is trying to acquire
Yep.
Konami's IP. Meaning Metal Gear, Silent Hill, all these other stuff. Kevin gave like Italian hands
Yeah,
like that.
Kevin did that.
That's all
Kevin
I ever
did that.
want. Hey, somebody take these things away from Konami.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's all I ever want.
Castlevania is included in there. I'm really excited about these rumors.
Well, it's just a rumor. Don't get it. Well,
But, I mean-
I'll believe it when I see it. When I can get PT, I'll believe it.
Well, that's another rumor, totally different. The Silent Hill and Silent Hills rumors I heard earlier before this whole Sony taking over their IPs. That rumor was that someone involved at Kojima Productions is going to be making Silent Hills, and that Konami's going to assemble a team of people that made, I forget, a different game to make Silent Hill with no S. And that both of those were going to be coming out or in production at tandem.
It's
Again, rumor.
I kind of feel both sides on this where, I feel like I hear rumors like this all the time. So I'm kind of like, whatever.
Yeah.
But then the other part of me is thinking, I see a lot of people go, oh, Konami will never sell those. You know what cash cows those are? They'll never sell those. Okay, cool. Where are they making money
What
from those right
products
now?
are coming out from
Yeah.
this?
So they did Metal Gear Survive, bomb. Nothing is happening. They're not making dime one from any of those. I mean, I guess they can license it to stuff, but I feel like if they
Sell it
sold
to
them for
Sony
$1
for
billion
10 years.
to Sony, that's probably their best bet at this point. Yeah, maybe pachinko, but like they can keep making pachinko machines. They don't have to be branded Metal Gear. I don't know. I feel like that is not even in they're not really doing anything in that space with those. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So back to Sony acquiring exclusivity on Metal Gear.
Yeah.
It seems to revolve around, and then they could get Kojima to make a new Metal Gear.
Yeah.
But Kojima's said so many times he is done making. Like
I
he
think
wants
he's wanted out for a long time.
he wants to not
Like,
make Metal Gear anymore.
Yeah, but I
So-
would think it would be cool to have them still in the same house to where it's like, okay, Kojima's not directing the new Metal Gear, someone else is, but
Sure.
Kojima can look and go like, hey, you're fucking this
Yeah,
up.
just
you know what I
being
mean?
on good terms with
Yeah.
Sony, he can produce it and oversee it, and maybe
Yeah.
even just be like, I'm not going to produce it, but here's my right hand man, and here's a list of things that need to be in this one.
I think that's the scenario we're looking at, where we're not getting a directed by Kojima Metal Gear game in
Yeah.
the future, but maybe produced by.
Yeah.
Ghost directed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'd be totally
It's good. It's all good.
cool. Yeah, I hope it's true.
Me too.
I've been playing Star Wars.
Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah,
Same
and I've
here.
been really. I think that's my game of the year.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. Is that
From last year.
I guess that would be a 2019 title.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it would be a toss-up between that and Super Mario Maker 2,
That game ruled.
where the two games that I was glued to. I play a lot of games and I enjoy them, but to me, it's a question of traction and how long I stick with a
Yeah.
game. And Mario Maker 2, I played for a couple months. And Fallen Order, I've been playing, I think I'm going on like 4 or 5 weeks. Really I'm having so much fun with this game. I really
That's
love
cool.
it.
Yeah.
What were your guys'? What are you playing now? But what was your favorite game from last year?
I think it could have been Mario Maker 2. I loved that game. I loved the speedrun levels so much, and I got so good at them. Right now, I'm honestly playing Pokemon Let's Go. I've never played a Pokemon game before in my life.
Really?
This is the first one, and everyone's like, "Oh, wrong one. You fucked up." But I played Pokemon Go a lot, so it's like, well, this is kind of like a bridge to get me there, I guess.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. Just check it out.
And I'm just playing with Beckett, and he's having a great time playing it. The controls are super weird to me. You only use one Joy-Con, you hold it up, and it's kind of
Yeah.
I don't know. But I don't really get it all the way yet, so I'm gonna keep playing it and see if I'm.
You don't get this game, or you don't get Pokemon?
I don't get Pokemon and why it's so popular.
Maybe
But
you did get the wrong one.
Maybe
then.
I
gotta watch
did.
the
Maybe I
anime.
did.
Watch
Maybe
the
I did.
show.
Well, it's an
But-
RPG.
Yeah, the way you
So-
catch the Pokemon is the same as Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
So I know that. I know these things. So, I don't know. We'll see.
I think it's just the collectability of getting all the Pokemon, leveling yours up, fighting, just making it stronger.
Yeah.
I think the core game is introduced in the early stages, and it really doesn't get much more complicated than that.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
maybe you won't have that breakthrough moment.
Maybe. But I still do play Pokemon Go, so I don't know.
You play one Pokemon game, you played them all.
Yeah,
I played Pokemon Red when I was 12, and
Yeah,
I never had a
that's
better
kind of what-
Pokemon experience than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
For-
sealed the deal.
For me,
Yeah.
the game last year was Death Stranding for sure.
That was the one game I didn't play. Bought it, never played it.
Yeah, it was the gameplay was just like took me to this really like relaxing place. Like I really found like I don't know, it was like very like I don't know, I felt it felt like meditating. I'm playing that game, it just felt like I can just go out by myself and like build stuff and look
Yeah.
around, and even when things would get intense with like the BTs and stuff, I found I kind of found a peaceful thing with that after a while. I learned how to deal with it, and so I really enjoyed that. But I also think the sci-fi story in it was really good. You know, I remember when it was all coming out and kind of like getting put out there, like what it's about, and people kind of compared it to, oh, this is like Kingdom Hearts like level, like gobbledygook. Like, that to me just sounds like you didn't beat it, because I was really surprised how much it all came together. Like, that game actually wrapped up in a way where I was like, wow, that like answered everything I was hoping it would. And it actually, I don't know, it like bookended in a really like meaningful way to me. And so that's what I love. Great story, give me fun gameplay, and I mean that was a perfect game for me. So I really liked it.
Shawn and Garrett,
it won't appeal to everybody, but
Shawn Garrett, Game of the Year?
Mario Maker 2 is mine that I could think of in the moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna be beating Death Stranding within the next week, so before next Friday. I'm right at the end, and that would already be my Game of the Year pick. It would be close between Resident Evil 2 Remake, Devil May Cry 5, and that, but I would give it to Death Stranding.
Oh, nice.
But currently, I'm playing Death Stranding, and playing Jedi Fallen Order as well. I just beat the 2016 Doom last night, which took me a long fucking time to get through that game. But it was super enjoyable, like unlocking shit along the way.
I want to issue it's not a challenge, maybe it's a favor. It's a call to action for our fans out there. You guys, we talk about video games on this show a lot. You know our different tastes in games. In fact, you just heard the discussion. What was the best game of 2019? You got 4 different answers. Well, maybe 3, because Rocco and Garrett both said Death Stranding. But Garrett said Devil May Cry 5, some other options.
Devil May Cry 5 was my number 2. Just want to say that. Yep.
Sure.
You know what we like up here. I want everybody out there, recommend some games to us. But here's the criteria. List all 4 of us and recommend 1 game each.
Yeah.
We don't have the time to go out and find the games that we would love, because you got to play through a lot of crap to find the ones that you love. You guys should do the work for us. Ooh. Email us in your 4 recommendations for each of us, a game you think we haven't heard of that we would love.
Everyone's saying Control for you, Derek.
Okay.
Already.
People have been telling me Control.
Yeah, I've heard Control's great.
I will check out Control, but here's the thing. Don't just send in, oh, Derek should play Control. I don't know about the rest of the guys. Your vote won't count. You have to send 1 for everybody. We want the real video game aficionados out there. We want the people that know their stuff out there, both in the world of video games and Mega64. 4 recommendations, 1 for each of us, a game that we haven't heard of that we would love. Do it.
Yeah.
That's your challenge for the week.
Should they put it here or email it?
Email it to podcast@mega64.com.
Yeah.
We do take the recommendations seriously. I mean, that's why I'm playing Fallen Order, and like I streamed it last Wednesday on the PPS, and really have had a lot of fun with it.
And I will. I
was recommended.
Even prior to this, I had a lot of people recommend Control to me. I think I have it. I just haven't played it. The only thing for me is I have, again, like a backlog of games, and actually, I really am, based on past recommendations. I'm trying to play Dragon Quest 11 right now. I'm like 30-40 hours into that right now.
Keep trucking on that.
And so, yeah, I'll beat that at some point soon. But then, honestly, by the time I'm done with that, it's probably going to be FF7 Remake time. So, I don't know. But
We may or may not play them, but
Yeah.
I want to hear the recommendations anyways.
Well, you got a lot coming out in the next couple weeks, right?
Yeah. Animal Crossing and Dune are like the 2 huge ones.
and then Resident Evil 3 remake, then Final Fantasy 7 remake. The backlog better get eaten up quick, because
Last of Us 2 is coming out soon too.
Yeah, Last of Us 2. I'm running out of time.
That's what, May something?
I gotta play Last of Us 1 first, because I haven't done that.
Yeah,
I have it.
Sean, I am
What?
I am blown away that you didn't you'll love it. You really will.
I got
will.
stuck in one part,
Yeah.
and I was just like, okay, I'll get to this later, and I never did.
What game?
Yeah.
Last of Us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I never got through that either.
I
I quit very early in that game.
Me too. But the opening movie got me, like, I was emotional, I was feeling things, and so like I was in the story, but then I just couldn't.
What was I going to say? Yeah, I just don't know. Yeah, anyway, I want to reiterate, though, Dragon Quest 11 has been awesome. I feel like this is the first game I've played in a million years that feels like it's taking me back to that time of like the Super Nintendo RPGs. Like I have the same feeling playing this as I did those, where it's all like it's really bright and like fun, but also has like this dark part of the story to it. And like, I don't know, it really was like hit the spot. It's great. So I'm gonna keep playing it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I started watching The Outsider on HBO.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of that show.
I don't really know anything about that.
So I'm enjoying it. It just finished season 1 apparently, and I heard a lot of people complaining online like, fuck this show. I don't know what happens in the later episodes, but I'm watching it. I'm about 3 episodes in. It's very interesting. So I'm watching The Outsider. I recommend people out there check out The Outsider. It's based on a Stephen King book that was released recently. So here's the premise of The Outsider. If you don't know what it is, it's produced by Jason Bateman. It stars Jason Bateman as a Little League baseball coach named Terry Maitland. And one of the kids on Terry's team gets fucked up.
Ooh.
Like murdered,
No, no.
sexually assaulted, and like eaten and ripped apart. And Jason Bateman has all these people in the town that are witnesses of him not doing it, but they have him picking the kid up, driving the kid in a van to the woods, walking out of the woods covered in blood. His fingerprints are all over the body. The kid's fingerprints are all over the van. He's on, surveillance footage there in the town that day covered in blood.
Yeah.
So they arrest him and they're like, we got you. We have you dead to rights. You're going down for this. And he tells them like, I was in another state at a teacher's conference that day. And there's footage of him at that teacher's conference.
Whoa.
So then they don't know what the fuck to do. They're like, how could this guy be in 2 places at once? Like, this makes no sense. That's the jumping off point for The Outsider.
Wow.
What's going on?
It's shot well too. It looks like True Detective.
Yeah, it's an
Shot that
HBO
way.
show. It's sponsored. It's produced by Jason Bateman. He directed the first 2 episodes.
Sponsored by him too. He pitched.
Sponsored by
he
him,
pitched
too.
in.
Writer, director, actor.
I'm enjoying it. And I don't know where it goes, but so far it's a Stephen King book, so obviously there's a supernatural twist to it. There's a mystery there. I'm intrigued.
That's kind of cool. It sounds cool. I didn't know anything about it.
The Outsider on HBO. Check it out.
I have started watching Schitt's Creek.
That's a great show.
2 episodes in, I really like it. I like Eugene Levy a lot, and it's him and his son who wrote the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love Catherine O'Hara too.
Oh yeah, I love her.
Like it just stars everyone that I like, and it's like, oh, this is good. So like 2 episodes in, I'm already really liking it. And then I have a recommendation that I would never say I would recommend, but this is a show that sucks, and it's a garbage reality TV show that you should watch with your girlfriend or boyfriend. If you are looking for a shitty show to make fun of people with, on Netflix, it's called Love is Blind. And it's a garbage.
What's the premise of Love is Blind?
Love is Blind is there. Again, hear me out. Fucking garbage.
I love garbage reality TV.
It is.
So
it is
lay on me.
hosted by Nick Lachey and his wife, and
It's already awful.
yeah. So it is. It is.
Awful.
It is. There is a 2 houses. That one all guys, 30 guys, one all girls, 30 girls, and then in between them are these pods, and it's like 30 or whatever pods, and it's a little room with a wall you cannot see through, and they go on dates.
Otherwise known as a wall.
I guess that's true, but it's like nah, you're right. You're
one of those weird walls.
You're right. You're right.
you know,
a wall
a little bit unsavory.
but you can hear through them, and so they have these dates and they talk to each other.
it's like a Catholic
and they go
confessional.
on these they go on these dates. They talk, telling each other things. I don't like this person, whatever. And then they have 10 days, and if they like the person, they propose to them before they ever see them, and then. And then they have the reveal of this is the person you just got engaged to. Then they send them off on this vacation. Then they live with them. And then on the 30th day, they get married. But they have to go down the family is there. Everyone's there. They're dressed up. And then they have to tell everyone in front of everybody if they're going to say I do or I do not. And let me tell you, I'm not going to spoil it. I will say that we got a couple I do nots, and it's fucking brutal.
That sounds amazing.
It is a very shitty, fun show, and I had so much fun watching that with Jenny.
The only thing that would make that good, there's 30 people in every house.
Yeah.
But they should tell everybody going in, like, 5 of the people in these houses are fucking gross.
Yeah, that's what I
There's
asked.
30
Shawn.
people in the house. 25 of them are gorgeous. 5 of them are mutants.
Yeah, that's what I was curious. Was like, are there any hideous? Are there any uggos?
There are some people who are a little skeevy looking to me, but
mostly it's like beautiful 20-something-year-old single people.
yeah,
I mean, trying to be on a reality show.
Yeah, and that's totally.
That reminds me of a show actually that I was watching 2 years ago called Married at First Sight.
Oh, Derek,
which is basically sounds like the same show.
Hey, Derek, we never mentioned talked about it before. I watched that with Ginny as well. So
I loved Married at First Sight, except nothing ever happened in that show. It was always like they would hype up like, oh, they're gonna fight, but then 90 minutes. 45 minutes of this hour-long show is them like fucking going to the mall. It's like, where's the fucking fight you promised?
I mean, again, we've never once talked about this, and I'm sure Rocco is miserable right now. But this season, Derek, shit's going down.
Isn't that
going
on
down?
Love Is Blind?
Oh no, I'm Married at First Sight.
Oh,
Isn't Married at First Sight just a bunch of like mail order Russian brides?
No, that's 90 Day Fiance. I don't watch that one.
Okay.
I only watched 2.
Fiance is also great.
I don't watch that.
I've watched that one. Married at First Sight. They get married. Like same thing. They haven't seen each other, but they get married. And
These terrible humans just want to be on TV so bad.
Yeah.
seriously.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
They get to know each other once they're already
But
married.
it's sometimes
Fucked up.
fun. Like I love Schitt's Creek or like Westworld's coming back tonight. I'm fucking in.
Yeah.
But
No, Rocco, we're not talking about Westworld.
every now and then, it's fun just to talk shit with my wife and just make fun of people while we watch TV and eat popcorn. So,
It's like watching a car accident. I love watching shitty people live their lives, and you can see what's wrong with their lives, but they can't. And so there's this satisfaction out of it. Like, oh, you really don't know why all of your friends hate you and why this relationship is failing, but you scream at everybody and you're really demanding. Like, it's just, you get to watch a shit show without personally being involved, and it's great.
Yeah. So again, that's the thing. But Westworld is starting tonight.
Is this season 3?
It is season 3, and Aaron Paul's in it now. I think?
Yeah.
Yes.
The trailers for it don't look anything like the show has been, to the fact that it has different, to the point that it has different leads. Aaron Paul for Breaking Bad, science bitch, that guy is suddenly like in everything, and it's like he's never been in the show before. I have people asking me like, "Oh, so he was always kind of in it, huh?" Nope. Oh, well, he's like the lead in the. I know that's what. I rewatched season 2. That's what I was. Now that show, let me just say that show, they have been. I wonder if it's one of the last TV shows to get. I was wondering about this. Speaking of TV shows on DVD, I wonder if it's one of the last shows to get a truly deluxe like box set with each thing.
I think Stranger Things does that.
Stranger Things gets that, yeah. Even though that's permanently on Netflix, they do that, and I think that's cool because some people, you want to own a physical copy of something that you like. And I will say, it can't be said enough, they always look better on a disc than on the stream. The stream looks good, don't get me wrong, and it might not matter to most people. It doesn't matter to most people, but Westworld actually, their box set has Blu-ray and 4K Blu-ray. I don't know any other show doing that. I think Game of Thrones did until it ended. They, in the later seasons, started to get 4K discs. But, oh my God, the Westworld looked fucking insane how amazing it looked, and especially with how it's shot and whatever. It looks incredible. But anyway, so I've been watching it on that, and it's really weird to me, the amount of it leading up to season 3. I saw this explosion of articles about how season 2 disappointed people after season 1.
I heard that too.
Season
I didn't
2
watch it.
was
but
fucking
I heard a lot
great.
of that.
Derek, I can't disagree with that enough.
Yeah.
That season, and you didn't watch it. I know it wasn't your thing and you dipped out on season 1. If you had watched it, you'd be right here with us right now. Because season 2, it defied everything that people expected of it. It like stopped being a Western.
Yes.
It just started ditching that. Every format thing people expected it to be, it left. You know, the first season was, I feel like the first season was this really predictable thing. I mean, there were some good twists in it, and I liked it overall, but it fell into everything. It felt safe, to be honest.
It was like the HBO show of, oh yeah, there's a lot of nudity.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of murder and blood.
Everything
and
you guys
gore.
are saying is why I stopped watching.
Yeah,
Right, yes.
Yeah. And I enjoyed it, but because it was still big concept sci-fi, but it totally fell into those things. And what was the big shock when it ended? Oh, guess what? I mean, this is not even a spoiler to say the robots turned fucking bad. That's how season 1 ended was, and now they're killing all the people. Do you, I mean, people acted surprised by that. Is that really?
Wasn't that the premise of Westworld?
Yeah.
The original?
Well, the whole season 1 was how is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? How do people's, you know what I mean? It was like, how is this really going to unfold? Yeah, and that's what happens. It really wasn't a tremendous shocker. There were cool turns among, whatever, but I cannot believe anyone would be surprised that that's where it went. Season 2 was completely like out of order in terms of like the linearity of time, and like every moment was like, oh, okay, this is happening. Wait, is this not happening in order? Oh shit. Okay, now, that's over here. And it constantly circumvented what you expected it to be. And even had moments of like where, I mean, there would be nudity, but it would kind of be done in a disgusting way.
It's not sexualized at all.
Yeah, it actually would take the things that thrilled you about season 1 and turn them on you and go like, this is what was entertaining to you? You know what I mean? It kind of like pressed it back on the viewer, and it was so much more, it was more about the human condition, and I thought season 2 blew the first one away. And then, the season 3 is finally coming out, and all these articles are like, boring season 2, hopefully they'll get it back. And I'm like, no, wait, what? Like, I thought we were all on the same page here. And then the creators of the show even are saying, don't worry, we're not going to make it as confusing as season 2. I'm like, oh, no. This is not what I wanted. So I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen with this third season. But I will say what is exciting me is that the trailers for it don't look anything like the show has been.
Have you seen? I don't think I've seen the West in the trailers.
Yeah,
maybe for a second, but I don't think so
at all. Anyway, I can't praise season 2 enough. It was great stories about really what is a human at the end. It wasn't about robots going bad. It was more about like really. We got into the minds of the robots in season 1. Let's get into the minds of humans in season 2. It was way more about that. I thought that was way more interesting. It was out of order in the timeline, and I think maybe people are getting sick of like nonlinear storytelling in the way that every show was doing that a couple years ago, and I get that. But it made for some interesting storytelling overall, like in the way that they did it, in the way that robots perceive what humans think are normal. I thought it was really well done. I was going to say something else about it, and I can't remember.
Well,
but yeah,
I'm
I'm excited for what. Hopefully, season 3 keeps that up, and it doesn't try to be anything.
This again,
That was well put.
Back to the quarantine. This is the fucking problem, because I would wait for everyone to go to school before I watch the show,
They're watching Westworld now.
And now they're all
Stay up late.
Jane doesn't want to watch it.
Then she goes to bed, you stay up late.
I guess that's true.
It's I find often, especially on this podcast, we really like the stuff that gets panned by the general audience. It seems like if
we're not normies, guys. No, but I know what you mean.
But really, like, I think the perfect example is Stranger Things, a show that's kind of universally praised, which I think everybody here had the same opinion of, which was kind of like, it's okay.
Your mom would like it.
Yeah, it draws on a lot of stuff that I do like, but at the same time, I've seen all that stuff before.
I like season 1 fine.
This offers nothing new.
Yeah.
Season 1 was kind of boring for me, but
I thought it was two great episodes worth of stuff across 8 episodes. That's what I thought. I mean, I didn't hate it, but
well, I even feel like going back to Lost, we really liked the stuff that was super confusing and and in your head, and then avant-garde and just really like meaty to think about, and then it would just be the general consensus is this is too weird. I'm confused.
I will tell you that I am watching
this show.
I am watching it with the kids right now, with the older kids.
Yeah,
we're 5 episodes in, and they're loving it.
What are you talking about? Lost?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm thinking like, dude, when it gets later on, they're going to be like, what the fuck is this show? Like right now, it's as simple as it's going to get.
Yeah.
And
so that's for 9-year-olds, but like, again, for us.
No.
I get that.
But it's a weird paradox that like we are really drawn to. I think that this is what I'm getting at. I think most people don't want to be confused when they watch a TV show.
Yeah.
But I think that we do. I think that's our thing.
I want to get fucked up by a TV show.
I like being like, what the fuck was that? And then thinking about it and looking into theories and what did that mean and figuring it out and kind of having like this understanding of the show that you kind of have to work for versus it's just given to you.
Yeah.
But it's hard because stuff like that tends to fail because I feel like most people don't really want that. And so
and people I think with TV in particular, people want to feel it. How do I word this? People feel like I think people want to feel like they're watching something truly like, oh, this got some twist.
They definitely
but
do.
they want to feel a step ahead of it.
Absolutely.
And when they can't be, and when the show won't let them, they get mad. And that's Westworld season 1 to me is the perfect. Westworld season 1 to me was a lot of people pretending they didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How did you not know that the robots were going to turn on all the... You really didn't think that was where it was headed?
It's funny.
You know, but season 2 had no clear path. It wasn't clear where it would even end up, and I think that's why.
So I read this book a few years ago called The Hitmakers, and it was all about the science of media that becomes really successful, whether it's TV show, movies, music, just what makes something a blockbuster.
Yeah. Sure.
And it talked about this theory of actually it started in design, building houses and building cars. There was this designer from the 50s, and his whole philosophy was, I'm going to change everything I can, and I'm going to make this as weird as possible until people start to question it. And at that moment, I'm going to stop because I've gone far enough. And the book really was built around that theory of the most successful stuff is at the same time, it's super familiar, but it pushes the envelope just enough for you to go, okay, that's weird. And then it stops right there.
Yeah.
And there's this whole science of anything beyond that will start to get too weird and people will reject it. And they review all the statistics of if it's not familiar enough, people will walk away from it. But if it's not new enough and challenging enough and weird enough, people will also walk away from it.
Stand out.
So what you're describing actually fits right into that model of like, this is familiar, but you're getting a little weird with that. You're getting a little weird with that. Okay, that's too much. But it stops right there and you go, okay, Bull, if that's as weird as it's going to get, I'm going to sit here and figure that out.
Yeah.
So they take you right to that limit.
Yeah. I know it's not for everybody, and I don't expect it to be, but this is why I loved the new Twin Peaks. The new Twin Peaks obeyed zero rules of television and was constantly like, wait, you didn't take that anywhere. Wait, it was constantly like, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you, and I would rather at this point, I would rather have that on TV than like playing it safe, you know, in that regard. And I didn't expect to tie this back to Frozen 2. But when I was watching Frozen 2, can I say some spoilery stuff about
Frozen 2 all you want.
Yeah,
I'm not like really gonna spoil it, but it, you know, if you don't want to know nothing, but I think in that movie, I don't know what you think, Shawn, from watching it, but I remember when I was watching it, my thought was, I think they were going to destroy Arendelle, the town that they're all in.
Okay.
There's like 3 different instances of, that dam over there? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's keeping everywhere from being flooded. Yeah, oh yeah. That would be catastrophic. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They say that like 3 times and then Arendelle's fine at the end. And then there's like, even like some of the lyrics into the songs are like, I want to say like reference like rebuilding or things like that. And I'm thinking like, so they didn't want to go that far. You know what I mean? Like, I bet at one point it was like, well, you can't destroy like where everyone is. You know what I mean? I even got kind of that hint of like, don't go too far.
I wonder if
you know what I mean? I don't know. I could be making that up.
I haven't seen Frozen 2. All I know about it is literally what you've said on this podcast.
Yeah.
But if anybody could stop a dam breaking, it would probably be a woman who could freeze water.
That's what happened. Yeah. But
you just figured it out.
I think there was some other stuff in the works there, but it just tied into my thoughts of like, don't push it too much. Don't, you know, I had those thoughts when I was watching it.
You know what, Derek? Whatever. I think you should watch The Leftovers. I think I would
Leftovers is great.
I would love to know what you would think of that show.
That was great.
I saw one episode. That's my girlfriend's favorite show of all time. So
I think you should watch it.
I gotta watch
The
that
premiere.
too.
I think the premiere sucks.
Yeah,
I think
agree.
I think it paints a bad picture of what the whole show is going to be.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know if that's the one you saw.
no,
but,
I saw this episode. I think it was like a priest was trying to get money or something.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It was a really good episode.
Yeah,
It
that was.
really
I like that
fascinating.
episode.
Yeah, season 1 is the worst season in my opinion.
I now that I've rewatched it, I still think it's better than 3.
Really?
Yeah.
I loved 3.
3, I have to. I get shit for this. 3 to me didn't deliver on like a lot of the stuff I wanted it to. I think 3 I think they did a great job. They had like 8 episodes to wrap the whole thing up.
Yeah.
But there's a lot that I feel like, oh, you're kind of just leaving that cold. I don't know.
I also
but when you go back to rewatch the first one, I think there's a lot more meaning in those episodes than on the first viewing.
and that show to me, and maybe it's just me, but it's so rare that I could think like that show ended the perfect way. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Like you could not have had a better ending for that show.
But I'll even say to that still, I think the actual ending, 100%. But I still even think like you have the finale is kind of like a little bit too long and like kind of like, okay, wrap this up. It's how I felt. I don't know. They like extended the final episode and I kind of felt like didn't need to be extended. But the ending itself, I don't know if you could have written a more perfect
that
ending.
was like, dude, well done. Because that to me, like you ended it perfectly, and now the show is like a legend. Like to me, like you fucking nailed it. It's an all-time classic.
Yes.
Only 4 episodes or 4 seasons?
3.
3 seasons.
2 10-episode seasons and 1 8-episode season.
see, that's
So it's
perfect.
28 episodes.
So that's like one regular season.
One regular.
That's
But
It's
again,
on
I have to reiterate, no one agrees with me on my assessment of the seasons. But I think season 1 meant a lot more to me when I went back and watched it. Again, the beginning of it, I think, is real shitty.
There is a lot of people in the chat agreeing with you, actually.
But it's just that season 3, they ran out of time to like cap off certain things, and I felt pretty burned by that. But
the acting's great.
But the acting is phenomenal. It's still overall fantastic. And I will say, season 2, I think, is one of the best seasons of a TV show. Period.
Everyone could agree on that.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen it, so
Well,
but I'm sure I will.
Derek, we'll watch that. Rocco will watch American
That's not
Movie.
happening.
The
I'll watch 28 hours of Leftovers. He won't see one.
The Leftovers, they changed theme songs. I've never seen a show do this. Like
Really?
different season, they change the theme song, and
Favorite children.
Anime
it
does that.
is one of the best theme songs. The second season, and the video that goes along with it is like, this is fucking perfect.
You don't
it's
skip it?
fucking no,
no way
I
it's better
don't
than the
skip
Death
it.
Note theme song.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they went
Maybe
to
not.
Californication.
Someone says they're mad that they changed it from the first season's theme song was boring.
Yeah,
To
it was
each their
un-
own.
yeah.
Season 2, they fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, but again, if we're talking about Damon Lindelof too, that Watchmen was fantastic.
I didn't see that
too.
yet. I plan on that.
That's what, 8 episodes total.
Yeah, that was
8
good.
or 9.
And they're not bringing
episodes
that
total,
back,
and
so
that was
that's it.
fantastic.
That was good.
That was excellent.
I really enjoyed the first season of a show on Netflix, an original called Lock and Key. It's based off of a graphic novel that I've promoted on this podcast before as well, from IDW. Show based on a comic book called Lock and Key. That's really good. Just had its first season put on Netflix,
Cool.
and I really enjoyed it.
Did anybody watch The Witcher?
No.
I started that.
I heard good stuff. I know
I
a lot
heard
of people
good
who really
stuff
liked
too,
it.
but then I saw.
I'm in the middle of that
Yeah,
too.
I saw like some mixed reviews on that. So, do you like it?
I am in the middle of it, like maybe 4 episodes in, and I do like it.
Okay.
But there's a lot going on. Like Castlevania just came back. I want to get into that 3rd season, the Netflix animation.
Yeah.
Like I said, this Lock and Key season 1 I thought was really good. I really enjoyed that comic
Yeah.
book,
See,
so.
somebody in the chat is saying Witcher is so bad it's good, and I've kind of been hearing reviews like that. Like the show's
really?
fucking gonzo, but I like it's people
the
describe it like
story.
it's Dungeons and Dragons
Yeah.
level of like, it's just. I think I heard somebody say like this is Hercules: The Legendary Journey for the modern age.
Yeah. Oh, for real.
Okay.
But it doesn't look terrible, and it's not like cheesy. It's fucking cool.
Okay. I loved Hercules: The Legendary Journey, by the way.
I love
Like, probably
Jennifer.
my favorite show when I was in 7th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loved Kevin Sorbo. R.I.P. Kevin Sorbo. He's not dead, but
But he
his
could have
career is-
Corona.
But his career
he's
is-
dead. He's pretty
Yeah.
much dead.
Yeah. I am gonna go. I have to go.
No.
we'll all
gotta go,
We,
you know,
we all have to
but
leave together to
Socially
make it
distance
safe.
yourself
I
from
want
us.
to thank everyone for watching,
Yeah.
and hopefully you enjoyed the podcast. I enjoyed doing it. Are you guys? You said we're all leaving, or is it just gonna be me?
Let's
Well,
all
I
leave.
mean, I wanted to go for a while, but I mean, you're ruining it.
I'll be. That's fine.
I want to get to a taco shop before
Hey,
they close.
everybody out there, when everything is shutting down, you can't rely on the NBA, the MLB, or anybody. Jimmy Fallon's not going to be doing new shows anymore. Who knows if Jeopardy will even come back? But you know what? Mega64, we are the cockroaches of the internet.
Yeah,
we
baby.
would survive the nuclear apocalypse. We're definitely surviving the corona apocalypse. We're here for you. We're here in the studio every week, every day. We're not going
always.
anywhere. We may be off the air, but we're still here.
We've been making all kinds of strides, and we're going into production bigger than ever. We're
But-
not letting this slow us down.
While you guys are stuck at home, though, if you want to go through our YouTube catalog again, maybe it's been a while. I started doing it recently. There's some videos I don't even remember fucking making, or check out our Patreon. We got so much shit there.
Definitely do.
You're at
Yeah.
home doing nothing else. Check out this new shit in there. Maybe you'll like it.
Get ready. Like I said, a lot of fun stuff coming to our.
But
Patreon.
all I'm saying is everything else is closing down, but Mega64, we're still here for you. We're not going anywhere. We want you to be here for us. So support us on Patreon, and we'll be back next Sunday.
Hell yeah.
And we'll be back with all of our new content hitting our channels
Every day,
everywhere.
baby.
We ain't scared. Mega64 is eternal. That's all.
Bye
And good night.
and good luck.